Welcome back to Crafty Coaster. My name is Kevin, and we've been invited to Black Snout Brewhouse. Josh has invited us down so that we can see the place before it's open. So come on, let's go. Thank you for inviting us out, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Great. Introduce yourself.
My name is Josh James. I'm the owner and operator of Black Snout Brewhouse. My wife as well. And home brewer for 12 years. And then kind of I started out in Phoenix, Arizona. The first beer I ever made was just a typical ale out of like a little home brew kit. Yeah. And went pretty well, and then pretty much for a few years I kind of laid off a little bit, and then I started picking it up probably about 8 years ago pretty heavily. And then from there, and then I brewed a triple or a Belgian double. And that ended up being really, really good. It was just an extract brew. And then from that point, it just kind of hooked up and everything was working really well. I was brewing at the house, and it was getting to be a point where it was just turning, from a hobby into like a full-time job. I was having a lot of people over, and then I was brewing. I would have like 6 to 10 beers at my house. People were coming over, hanging out, watching sports, and then just like everybody else, like, oh, you're making good beers. Why don't you open up a brewery? And I just thought that was impossible. To open up a brewery, you know what I mean? And so after a while, my wife, at the time we were dating, she's just like, okay, you need to make a choice. You either need to move all of your brew equipment and all of your beers, out into the garage, or open up a brewery, because this is getting a little crazy. You just need to open up a brewery,
Yeah, it turned from a hobby to an obsession at that point. Didn't it?
Absolutely, it turned into an obsession, and from there, then I started. My background is in engineering, and so I started really kind of getting into the chemistry. The more and more you dive in something, the more and more you want to be a perfectionist and understand, for me, the science behind it, the chemistry behind it. And then also a lot of people, when you're brewing a beer, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but can you make a beer? So really making a beer is an art.
An art. It's no longer
creativity, and then it's amazing if you understand everything, but you got to be able to put pen to pad, and then start making some beers and understanding and manipulating flavors.
Yeah, and from what I can see and what I've tasted so far, it's been pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
I think you've got it down. You just did a grand opening here for Black Snout Brewing. Tell us a little bit about what you've got going on here.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We decided to open up a sports brewery. We wanted to mix sports and craft beer, and what better than have that combination of the two.
Cool, great.
Yeah.
So what have you been offering lately as far as your own brews?
As far as our own brews, we have our hazy pale ale triple double. We have a Southpaw porter inspired by MMA fighters in Jackson Wink, and we have a half guard Hefe, which is a Bavarian style Hefeweizen, and then we have a Mango Mamba. It's a mouthful. A Mango Mamba hazy pale ale as well. That's our gummy bear, and that's our biggest seller right now.
I've had that already. That's pretty amazing stuff. So tell me about your Black Snout signature beer.
Yeah, I would say at this moment our signature beer is our Gummy Bear Hazy Pale Ale, and people seem to really, really love that beer.
And it's mango based.
Yes, it's a mango based gummy bear, and that within that beer, it's a pretty complex beer, and it took a lot of trials and trying to understand and manipulating everything, because the gummy bears, I mean, as you would think, they pretty much just turn into a big, brick of gel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it had its difficulties for sure developing that beer.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what makes Black Snout special?
Black Snout is a craft beer sports brewery. There's nothing in the state of New Mexico like us. If you're a sports junkie, if you love basketball, you love golf, you love football, anything, hockey, MMA, if you want to watch rugby, we will have it.
Perfect. And from what I can tell, you every once in a while get some MMA fighters to show up.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's definitely an exciting part. We have a partnership with Jackson's MMA, and a lot of those guys, when they're not training, a lot of those guys like to come and sample our beers, and it's been pretty exciting. Have a bunch of professional fighters come in, and it adds a lot of excitement, just for just the customer base. And every single one of those guys, they're extremely down to earth, and they're very. All of them are just fantastic individuals.
Great. Every brewery I know has this growth time, and you have your beers going right now. Do you carry guest taps?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. Some of the taps we carry right now are from Santa Fe Brewery. Those guys make amazing beers. So we wanted to highlight some of those beers as well. And then we also have a cider from Brew Lab. They're a new brewery, and we've developed a relationship and a partnership with those guys. And they have an amazing cherry bomb cider as well.
I've had it. It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you're going to grow right now. You have 8 on the wall, and you're going to grow to...
Yeah, I would say we're going to probably grow up to another 8, so a total of 16. And then eventually we'd like to carry, we started with, 4 beers, and then we're going to... Probably in about a month or 2, right around there, we're going to grow to about 8 beers of our own, and then we're going to carry 8 guest taps as well. Just more variety for Northeast Albuquerque.
Good. And one other thing. Rumor has it you're going to be starting a restaurant soon, possibly.
Yes, in about 8 months, we will be opening up a restaurant, and we're pretty excited. We don't want to exactly say what it is right now, but anybody from the Northeast Heights, we welcome anybody to come on up, Rio Rancho, whatever you want to do from Las Lunas. But we're pretty excited about it, and there's nothing, once again, you asked, your question was what separates us from other breweries. We're a sports brewery. Our restaurant will be nothing like anything else that is in the state of New Mexico.
Do me a favor. Look at that camera over there and invite them down. Tell them where you're at.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Black Snout Brewhouse. We're in the Northeast Heights in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Menaul and Wantabo. Address is 11500 Menaul Boulevard.It, Suite M2. You're definitely going to want to come out.
Definitely. So, Josh, thank you for inviting us back down here. We wish you all the best of luck. We can't wait to see what you're doing in the future, and thank you for spending time with Crafty
thank you.
Coaster.
It was all my pleasure.
Perfect.
Our pleasure from Black Snout Brewhouse. Thank you.
Thank you. A chance to do an interview with the head brewer over here at Black Snout Brewhouse. So I'd like to introduce you to him. Your name?
Hi, how you guys doing? My name is Joshua Olivas, and I'm the head brewer here at Black Snout Brewhouse.
So tell us a bit about what you do here at Black Snout.
I just want to make great beer for everyone. I mean, I try to make any type of specials, any type of out of the ordinary beers, regular beers, traditional style beers. I'm going to try to make as much as I can to keep everybody satisfied.
Nice. And I hear you're about ready to do a whole series of gummy bears?
Yeah, so we're going to actually start having some watermelon, wild cherry, and a green apple hazy pale ale here soon.
And this is not a cider, these are beers.
No, these are beers, yes.
Good.
Beers, yes.
And the colors?
The green apple obviously would be green. The watermelon will be blue, and the wild cherry would be red.
Nice. So you're responsible for everything in the back of the house and the recipes. So
yes.
These are your recipes.
These are mine, yes, sir.
Man, that's going to be cool. And what do you got on the wall right now?
Right now we have the Southpaw Porter, the Half Guard Hefe. We just ran out of the Triple Double Hazy Pale Ale. We still have the Gummy Bear Mongol Mamba Hazy IPA, or Pale Ale, I should say.
Nice.
Yes.
And what do you got in the tub?
At the moment right now, I'm brewing a Honey Red Ale.
Guys, you got to come down and check this stuff out, right? In fact, I'm going to go over and have myself a flight as usual, all right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks again, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Get out of your way and let you get back to cooking, all right?
Thank you. Thank
Take
you guys
care.
for stopping by. Thank you.
Take care. All right, so here we are, my favorite part of doing these videos, and that's the beer. So let's start out. This is their Half Guard Hefe. It is kind of hazy, kind of a citrus smell to it. Man, oh, let's give her a shot. Yeah, that's got a nice kind of weedy flavor. Definitely citrus undertones. This is an easy drinking beer. This I can do. Okay, we got to stop that. This is the Southpaw Stout. This will be the first time you see me drink a stout. Very dark, can't see through it. Very rich coffee flavor, or smell anyway. Nice, thick, rich head. So, let's go in for that taste. Definitely has that dark coffee type flavor. It definitely smells like it tastes. But what I noticed is it's got a nice, soft, clean feel to it. Almost silky. And you can actually see it in the head of this beer. It's pretty silky. It's good stuff. For stout, I drink some. So here we go. This is the one that I'm interested in. This is their Gummy Bear. It is a Mango Madness. It is cloudy. It has a nice clean head on it. You can smell the mango. Well, never had a gummy bear. Well, I have this one. But we're going to try this one anyway. It definitely has that mango gummy bear taste to it, as well as the smell. I say that because it's got that sweet in it. It's got the mango. It's a good, clean beer. Try this one. When it's on, all their gummy bears, when it's on tap, you've got to try them. Especially since they're going to be in color. So, yeah. Yeah. Cheers. I like this. So if you've been watching this, I'm sure you've had your eye on what's right here in the corner. Yep, it's a t-shirt. It's a Black Snout Brewhouse t-shirt. And Josh has been gracious enough to let us give it to you. So, yep, do us a favor. If you want this shirt, I want you to make a comment down below, and I want you to put in there, I want that shirt. And it's yours. We will be putting it in the comments on July 4th. We are going to tell you who won. And I'll put it in a hat, randomly select it. So there you go. T-shirt and a couple of stickers. We always have a great time when we come down to any of these breweries. But today, we had a great time with both the Joshes and drinking their beer, of course. But do us a big helping hand. Subscribe, share, and like. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. And don't forget the shirt on July 4th. This is Kevin on Crafty Coasters, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers. So if you know anybody with a brewery or a coffee house that would like to be featured here on Crafty Coasters, let them know to get a hold of us on either Facebook, Instagram, or right here on YouTube.